An agreement was signed on March 10th last year with a structure known as the SDF, which occupies territories in northern and eastern Syria. According to this agreement, the SDF was to lay down its arms and hand over the areas it occupied to the Syrian government, thereby ensuring the country's unity and territorial integrity. However, the SDF took no positive steps toward this integration within the established timeline. Not only did the structure known as the SDF fail to comply with the agreement, but it also continued to exert pressure on civilians in the territories it occupied and to carry out attacks against civilian and military targets outside those areas. As Turkey, from the very beginning we have strongly advocated the existence of a single Syrian state with preserved territorial integrity and political unity. We have repeatedly declared that we will not consent to the emergence of separatist structure that would pose a threat to our country's security along Turkey's southern borders. As neighbors and brothers, we wholeheartedly support the struggle of the Syrian state and the Syrian army to build a united, independent Syria in which all ethnic groups, beliefs, and sects live side by side. We welcome yesterday's ceasefire agreement with great satisfaction. Our hope is that this issue will now be resolved permanently without further bloodshed, that the terrorist organization confined to certain areas in northern Syria will lay down its arms and be dismantled, and that no further conflict will be allowed to occur. The Kurds in Syria are our true brothers and sisters. As their brothers, we know better than anyone what kinds of oppression our Kurdish brothers and sisters in Syria were subjected to under the previous brutal regime. Their very existence was not recognized. They were not accepted as citizens. They were not even issued identity documents. They were not allowed to speak their mother tongue or to live according to their culture and traditions. While I was serving as Prime Minister, in all the meetings I held from 2008 onwards, I raised these injustices without exception. We persistently brought the rights of our Kurdish brothers and sisters in Syria onto the agenda and emphasized at every opportunity that Kurds must be granted their fundamental rights. At a time when no one even dared to mention these issues, when no one spoke about the rights of Kurds in Syria, we openly and clearly expressed them to our counterparts. After the revolution, the new Syrian government, like it has done for all other religious and ethnic groups in the country, has embraced Syrian Kurds and adopted a highly constructive approach towards sincere integration. Through the decrees he has issued, His Excellency President of Syria, Mr. Ahmed Sharaa, has affirmed the Syrian Kurds' right to exist, their right to preserve and practice their language and culture, and their right to participate in the governance of Syria. Yesterday, we held a productive telephone conversation with the President of the United States, Mr. Trump, during which we discussed these matters in detail. We consulted with him on a number of critical issues that will contribute to Syria's security, including our joint fight against Daesh. God willing, with the implementation of yesterday's agreement, the remaining territories under the organization's control and the civilians living there will regain their freedom as soon as possible, and a holistic Syria, one in which everyone feels safe, will thus be built. We see that, under the pretext of operations in Syria, an attempt is being made to provoke all Kurds through propaganda that is entirely based on falsehoods and distortions. I once again remind my Kurdish brothers and sisters in Turkey in particular that they should not fall for these schemes, and that they should act with calmness, common sense, wisdom, and discernment by recognizing the true intent behind these calls and provocations. The terrorist organization is one thing, my Kurdish brothers and sisters are another. With the support of our encouragement, the rights of our Kurdish brothers and sisters in Syria are also being restored by the new administration. God willing, with the achievement of full integration, a new era will begin there as well. Frankly, Syria's attainment of stability and peace will above all bring relief to Syrian Kurds. From now on, the citizens of Turkey and Syria will embrace one another with even greater goodwill and, God willing, will form a unique and powerful unity based on the bonds of brotherhood.